Yeah.
So Cooper Flag, Trey Johnson, Ace Bailey. I'll go Derek Queen, Con Knipple, Jace Richardson, Walt Clayton, Cedric Howard, and then I threw Dink Pate in there.
You threw Dink Pate in there.
I didn't know.
Give me the rationale behind that one.
He is a guy.
Do you believe in him that much? Yeah.
No. It was either Dink Pate or Bugalajib Markovic.
Oh, you love Bogey, bro. You just think he's gonna be that lights out, huh?
Bro, if he pans out, I will never let you live the rest of your life about if Boogie becomes as good as I hope. I'm just gonna be like, you remember when I hit on Bogey? Remember when I hit on Bogey?
Yeah, and what happens if he doesn't?
We just won't bring it up.
Yeah, okay. I probably wouldn't bring it up too much.
I wouldn't bring it up either.
Yeah. Now, yeah, I think we have Cooper number 1 there, correct?
Yeah. That's self-explanatory.
Number 2.
Dog.
Yeah,
Left-handed Kate Cunningham.
Those guys. Trey Johnson, you just think is going to be that level of shooter and scorer.
I think in the worst case scenario, he's a perennial 6-man where his floor is being a really good 6-man. And I think that makes you one of the better offensive players.
I guess. What do you think Ace Bailey's floor is at?
I think it is a little bit questionable in the sense that, yes, I agree that he does kind of have that Brandon Miller type game to him, but and I'm not saying he's Wes Johnson or Wesley Johnson. Okay, that's preposterous.
You can have Aces 6'8". Yeah, you don't have to give those guys the extra boost and then throw Ace down there. Yeah, and Con, you can have as the magical 6'6", sir. I don't think. Yeah. Con was, I think, straight up 6'5" without shoes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. So, what do you think? I don't know.
I'd have Con over Derek. I know you moved Derek immediately, but yeah, I just think Con's 3-point shooting is gonna really boost that up.
You know the white DeAndre Hunter.
That's what you said. DeAndre Hunter had a 7'2" wingspan, bro.
The offensive white.
There's a difference.
What do you think of this latter half?
What
is Ace's floor? What is Ace's floor? I can't even.
Is Ace's floor? I'd say rotation piece. Yeah, I guess. If you think Trey's a 6-man,
Harrison Barnes.
Yeah, somewhere around there, probably.
Harrison
Barnes would be wouldn't be the worst case scenario for.
A little bit a gunslinging Harrison Barnes.
Yeah. More gunslinging. Yeah,
more gunslinging. Yeah. Harrison Barnes should have been a gunslinger.
Yeah.
So we were replacing Dean Pate with. You want John Tunje? You want Don Tunje?
John Tunje.
John Tunje?
As a straight up offensive player.
Yeah, or Chaz Lanier.
Tell me the rationale behind Dink as being the 10th best.
Dink Pate?
Yeah.
He was always heralded first off as a point guard who's 6'8".
Beyond, you keep saying heralded and everything like that. Why do you think he is actually?
Can I get okay? So
no. Okay, yeah. Sorry, continue.
So per 36, I know it's not the greatest. It's 13.5 points per game, but he's a guy who took what? At the G League and he was putting up 9.5 2-pointers a game, 4 threes this year, 5 threes, 8.5 2-pointers. And he's also someone who I think at 6'8" with a 3-point rate of 45% of his shots, he hunts for his own shot. And that's the biggest thing. Even though it's not going in, out of everybody else in this draft class,
it went down again.
I know. Yeah. I'm adjusting it. But out of everybody else in this draft class, there is all other 9 guys.
An easy guy you forgot.
Yeah, put it right there. I'm probably forgetting somebody.
Well, Jeremiah Fears.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
There you go. Would you agree that Dink Pate's probably 11th in terms of guys hunting for their shots? Kasparis.
Oh, guys,
Yakashvili.
look for their. But that. Now, what are we classifying as an offensive player then?
No,
Because
you're right.
offensive
Wait,
players
wait, yeah, no,
look
you're
more
right.
than
You're
that.
right.
Yeah.
You're right. Because that would have been best scores. Best scores.
Are you looking at like best ISO
No,
players? Or,
no,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
right. You're right. You're right. I started getting caught up on like. So then, should this be Kasparis or Jeremiah?
Oh, Casper should 100% be in here.
Yeah. So this is
why wouldn't you have
Kasparis.
him? But do you think Jeremiah over some of these other guys then? Like over like a
Walt
Jace
Klein.
or Walter? Yeah.
I would do. Yeah. I think.
I mean, Walter, like Walter's ability to. Man, Jace is a really good shooter. I almost wonder about him.
That's where. So this is where we go. Do we keep Cedric? By the way, do we keep Cedric?
I'm gonna roll with us being a Cedric Howard show.
Okay, we're pro Cedric Howard.
Very pro.
Very pro Cedric. Cedric for president one day.
We'll see about that.
So we have ourselves Jeremiah Fears. I think Kasparis. I'm gonna put over Jeremiah just because of.
Yeah, he has to be. I think the reason you're drafting like a Kasparis or Jeremiah Fears top 10 is because of their ability as offensive players.
Yeah, I agree with that. Now, Jace, do we go Jace or Walter? I feel like if you take out Jace, you're going Walter then, right?
If we keep out Jace, yeah. Oh no, I was thinking Walter possibly over Jace. Yeah.
Just because of the shot creation, the poise, and the ability.
I mean, like he was Florida's offense.
Yeah, and the way he's grown since Iona.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he was really good at Iona too.
But what I'm saying is how much he's grown as a playmaker since Iona.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. True.
Cedric or Liam McNeely?
I'll go Cedric.
I'll go Cedric. Okay, same. All right. Yeah, I think that's basically. I feel good on that one.
Queen versus Kasparis. What are your thoughts?
I'm bigger on Kasparis just because I think your guard can impact your.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I also
like the Wizards people who want Queen over Kasparis. How does it look having Queen as a better offensive player if you're taking Kasparis?
Oh, dude, and I look. I only think, this is me growing up as a Wizards fan and stuff. So, a part of me wants Queen because it's the local kid, and I think a lot of people are getting wrapped up on the local kid. But also a lot of people.
I'm only talking about even here, like just in best offensive player. Like,
dude, I would rather have Kasparis because I was the guy who wanted the Wizards to draft Tyrese. I wanted the Wizards to draft Tyrese at 9 or 8, whatever it was that year. Like in mocks, you can go back to my mocks. I literally had I had Tyrese either being drafted by the Wizards or the Hawks because I kept saying with the Hawks. I was like, dude, imagine him next to Trae Young. You can go to my mocks. Everyone was saying, I was like, literally the Hawks should either draft Onyeka Okongwu or Tyrese Halliburton because I was like, imagine having a 6'6" playmaker next to Trae Young. I was like, that would have been so sick. And then I was like, the only one that makes sense is Onyeka. And then for the Wizards, I was like, we need a point.
So you were a Denny hater.
No, I love Denny. I wanted the Wizards to draft Denny or Tyrese, and that in my mocks, if you look at it, I was a Tyrese believer. If you look at all my mocks, I was a huge Tyrese guy.
Oh yeah.
Like Big 12 basketball. I coming out of Iowa State. Fuck you. But the whole thing is that I wanted to get at was.
So what are we doing here? What's the Queen versus Yaku Jonas? Yeah.
Jack Jonas. You don't pass up a guard who can create like that, especially.
I'm with you.
Queen's also a lot smaller in person than I was expecting.
For a guy, I know you have him as your best combo big. I think he's probably going to have to play center.
Yeah. So where can the people find you, Mikey?
At NBA Draft Mikey V on X/Twitter/ whatever you want to call it. And my name is Michael Weisenberg. It is very easy to look up if you would like to talk basketball with me. And once again, Cyro, thanks for having me on.
Of course, as always, links in the description for all of his things. Cheers.